So let's begin by thinking about who we are, what we do, and why we do it, and put this in the wider context. Communicating in any form is about sharing knowledge, but often with the added purpose of influencing attitudes and inspiring actions. So it's really important for all of us to carefully consider the purpose of the narratives that we're creating. Our whole existence is shaped by stories. They define who we are as individuals, communities, and societies, and how we see the world. And since the earliest human cultures, storytellers have been custodians of knowledge and shared identity, passing on information, inspiration, wisdom, and ethics. And these stories had good intentions with higher truth for the benefit of the recipients and for the common good. And this, of course, is very much the intention of modern academic storytellers, but we are working in a very different climate today. The emergence of mass communication and marketing in the last half century has led to the explosion of stories calculated to exploit, control, and manipulate. The intention is very different. These stories are for the benefit of the storyteller, not the recipients, whether it's for individuals seeking fame and fortune or large corporations and political factions seeking power and profit. Some of these narratives shroud truth and promote exploitative worldviews that directly undermine the health of individuals, communities, and the environment. They erode societal values and increase social and health inequalities. I'm contextualizing our discussion in this way to highlight just how important and how challenging it is for us to create healthier narratives that cut through today's dominant stories, especially those marketing products that are directly damaging to people, places, and planet. If we want to change the world, we need to take on the big stories that have corrupted it. Ultimately, our role is to increase awareness as the first steps to change. Awareness restores power, the power of choice, because we can't change what we cannot see. So it is not enough for us to communicate information that is disconnected from this reality. It's not enough for us to stay in our lanes and expect others to connect the dots. It's time to integrate knowledge for more powerful narratives that also speak to the value systems that underpin our challenges in the first place. And that includes academic culture that has become more siloed and short-sighted as it has become more specialised. We need to do more than just cross silo boundaries. We need to work to dismantle the culture of competitive isolation. And this is the vision of the Challenges Journal, which embraces the concept of planetary health as a core narrative to increase awareness of how the health of individuals, communities, and Earth's natural systems are interdependent, and why cross-sectoral discourse and collaboration is essential to address the many global threats. This includes the social, political, and economic ecosystems that influence individuals and whole societies. So we invite all of our authors, no matter what their field of interest, to consider how their work connects and adds to these larger narratives. The more we do this, the more we can add to a culture of connection. For example, the planetary health narrative reveals the pathways through which adverse changes in macro-scale ecology of food systems, living behaviours, socioeconomic disadvantage, and environmental degradation that penetrate to the molecular level, including foundational microbial systems. So immediately you can see the importance of the narratives created by this group. Microbes, as the smallest, earliest forms of life on our planet, are showing us these deep connections between health of all systems, from their fundamental importance in biological functions of each individual organism, in earth systems, in ocean systems, and even climate systems. These new narratives are drawing direct lines between the large-scale environmental changes of the Anthropocene and the dysbiotic drift at the microecological scales. And we see the same factors are driving dysbiosis and inflammation at the cellular level, again reinforcing the need for integrated solutions. But we are on the threshold of a new era with dawning awareness that the answers lie in connectivity and the relationships of life, the very things that we have been neglecting in our quest to generate ever-increasing domains of detail. So we need more narratives that underscore integration and ecological approaches to restore balance, symbiosis, mutualism, and sacred reciprocity in every sense, especially our value systems. We need to blend perspectives from the sciences, the arts, the humanities, and we need to welcome more creativity into this agenda to inspire and empower collaborative action and connect with deeper purpose for meaningful change. I'm sharing these philosophies as a foundation for our conversation today so that we can begin with a broad vision as we consider both the purpose and the practicalities of writing and publishing to promote more integrated, interdisciplinary approaches. So thank you very much.